Welcome back to Snacks. Today's guest is a comedy powerhouse who has turned his everyday moments into laugh out loud stories on stage. He's sold out arenas. He's starred opposite Robert De Niro. He's built a career out of calling out all of ours and his quirks. But today we get to see a different side of him, his snacking side. Please welcome the one and only Sebastian Maniscalco. Thank you so much for joining us, Sebastian.
Thank you for having me here.
I was excited when you agreed to be here because I feel like you have a lot of things to say about food. You've said a lot of things, but you've also come from a food family.
Yeah, so growing up in an Italian family, food was kind of our conduit that brought us together at the kitchen table. And for me, I loved sitting around with my family talking. That was kind of my first stage, was to kind of make my family laugh.
Yeah.
And I remember literally going from the kitchen table to then going to, and I don't know if this is a Midwest thing, but we would sit right outside the garage in like lawn chairs and just watch everybody in the neighborhood while we kind of had coffee or cake or dessert. So we kind of, we migrated to the driveway for dessert. So
This is like a normal family everyday occurrence, or like when you had guests?
in the northwest suburbs, yeah, it was like not every night, but
Right.
like a lot of the nights, like, because it's summer, Chicago, summer's fleeting, so you want to enjoy the outside, and we hung out in the garage.
Let's
I don't know, is that
retire to the
normal?
garage. So basically that's it? That's what
Let's
you're
go
saying?
smell oil while we have cake. I don't know.
Well, I guess that's what I was wondering, though. It's like, because you have talked so much about coming to the table, but was your house a good snack house growing up? Like, are Italian moms known for their snacking?
It's not like I saw this when I first walked in. I was like,
yeah.
this is kind of my
Candies.
kryptonite.
Yeah.
Is this peanut M&Ms?
We got all of them in there. It's a peanut, a pretzel,
almond?
a caramel.
Wow.
We mixed it up.
Wow.
But that thing is really cheap, and you will fight to get.
I'm
some
not going to
stuff
open
out.
it up.
Okay,
I just saw it, and we didn't have like this type of stuff like laying around the house. We did chips, and our snacking was more meal oriented. So it was like a snack meal, like a sandwich in the mid afternoon was a snack.
Interesting. Wait, so you would have a full sandwich?
Yeah,
like you
sandwiches.
come home from school.
Yeah, my dad would like make a beautiful, and this ain't Wonder Bread with bologna. This is like Italian bread, cheese, provolone, cheese, prosciutto. It was an involved sandwich. Oil, salt, pepper. It was like I joke about it in my act that like I went to school with a lunch bag that was like leaking.
I mean, I truly feel that the smell of that must have been something really
knock you out.
astounding.
I ate alone.
Yeah. But you say snack versus meal, which is something that we fight a lot about at Delish. That a sandwich is a snack. Is pizza a snack or a meal?
I think pizza's like, it's so versatile. It could be anything, because you have the pizza where it's left over, right?
That's a snack.
That's a snack. But the pizza that you go out to have dinner or you make at home, I feel is a meal. So pizza was a huge part of my upbringing, still is. I remember every Friday night we used to go to a place called Rosati's Pizza, which was like 3 blocks away. And then my grandmother used to make Sicilian pizza at the house in an oven, right?
In just like a regular, she would just like in her regular kitchen
In her regular
oven, suburban oven.
Now, we've all cooked pizza in an oven, right? And it gets up to tops maybe 500 degrees. So when I make pizza at home, I have a pizza oven outside, but it's very labor intensive to get that thing going. They're gonna put the wood in. You gotta sit there and kind of tend to it and make sure it gets up to a high temperature. But with this stone-baked pizza oven that Frigidaire just put out, it gets up to 750 degrees. and you could cook a pizza in 2 minutes. And what I like about it is if you're cooking it in a wood fire oven, you got to manipulate the pizza. You got to turn it. You got to get in there. You got to singe your hair off, right?
Cooking pizza, I feel like at home, I always say is like you're in this position the entire time.
Well, with this, it's not the case. It cooks in 2 minutes, and especially we got a family. I got an 8-year-old and a 6-year-old, and I'm the cook in the family. If I don't cook, we don't eat. My wife is nowhere near the kitchen.
Cook? What do you like?
I like cooking pizza for the kids. We have a pizza night every Friday night. So that's kind of our go-to. And for them, when they're hungry, they're hungry. They want the food. They don't want to have daddy do 3 hours, with wood.
Brace yourself. We're making pizza tonight.
Yeah.
I also feel like you've talked a lot about your mother's cooking and how important it was to you. You talk a lot about like ricotta cookies and things like that. You have, the Stella D'Oro bit to me is one of the best. But like, do you actually feel like, was that how your mom communicated love to you, was through food? Was this like, I'm from a Jewish family. I get offended if you don't eat something I put out. Like this is something I've learned from years of Jewish guilt. Was it like that in your house? Like your mother puts something out, you got to eat it. Your father gives you like a 500-pound sandwich, you got to eat it?
Yeah, well, this is the difference between eating back in the 80s when you were kids and eating now when you're kids. I've noticed the kids now, their palate all of a sudden is so sensitive to whatever they're eating. And it's my own kids too. My daughter will go, I don't like that. What is that, cumin? I go, how do you know about cumin at 8? Back then, whatever you were fed, you ate. And if you didn't eat it, you'd starve. Right. There was no like separate cooking. Like today, a lot of these parents will cook one meal for the son, one meal for the daughter. It's like everybody had the same thing back then. A lot was communicated through food. Not particularly my mother. It was my grandmother. When we went to my grandmother's house, she was from Cefalù, Sicily. So she came with a ton of recipes when she immigrated here from Italy. So we went over there, and I saw food that I've never seen before. My grandfather used to eat a whole fish, and at the end, suck out the eyeballs of the fish. So, and then he would ask, "You want, you want eyeballs?" I'm like, I'm 9. I'm not eating eyeballs at 9. So, it was a delicacy.
I want to move on to, you just talked about your kids, and I want to know what you are like as a food dad. Are you like a cool food dad? Do you like cool stuff in your house? Do you feel like your kids' friends like coming over and hanging out at your house because you got cool snacks? Like I feel parental insecurity about the snack level in my house. I have 3 kids and 2 teenage boys. Are like, I want to be like, I got cool stuff here.
I feel absolutely no pressure in providing junk food to kids. Yeah. I'm very particular about snacking. Because if you have kids out there, especially kids that are 6 or 8, that's all they say is snack. Snack? Can I have a snack? That's all I hear. Snack? So, and you got to be kind of cautious of what you give them because, the sugar and what have you. So we try and have healthy snacks. I tried to implement beef jerky as a snack.
Mm-hmm. How'd that work out?
For the kids. And I mean, how do you compete with this? I mean, this is like, but
it's tough.
If you change the culture, if you don't have this laying around, then the only thing to have is the beef jerky. I tried doing this for a snack, all right? And I know you guys are into like snacks. These are snacks.
This is display. Nobody here is.
Nobody eats the cookies? How long has those cookies been in the jar?
That's actually, those are recent. But there's maybe, we have a lot of snacks here. Yeah. It's the Delish kitchen. I don't know what to say.
We all love snacking.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm not sitting here saying that we don't snack at the house. However, I tried to put out like a veggie tray, right? And I just put it on the kitchen table, carrots, cucumbers, celery, and it's still sitting there. So, we have pop chips around the house. We have kind of like granola bars. And I try to maintain a healthy environment, but with kids, it's very difficult, especially when they go over to other kids' house and it's free reign. It's Oreo cookies, it's Snickers,
Exactly.
it's this, that, and the other thing. And then when they come to my house, it's celery and hummus.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. Alex's mom ran out and got us Klondike bars, is what I heard the other day. And I was like, Alex's mom is awesome, and I'm apparently not. But I also do feel like my house was terrible growing up. My mother had nothing around. I mean, I think that's part of the culture as well, and similarly growing up in the 80s. So I do feel a little bit of that stress. Do you insist on implementing any of your Italian heritage food-wise on your children?
Yes, I am actively trying to give them foods that kind of center around the Italian culture, whether it be pizza or meatballs or pasta, eggplant, chicken cutlets.
Are they sucking eyeballs?
They are not sucking eyeballs yet. I haven't introduced that just yet. However,
Too much cumin.
yeah, I mean, they do have, like I said, they do have a sensitive palate. So a lot of the stuff is, I think my daughter is a little bit more adventurous in trying things than my son. Although my son is carb heavy right now, he's eating bread, pastas, and all that, which is fine.
Yep. Growing boy.
Yeah, because he's active and he needs the energy. But yeah, we went to Italy this year. We took them. This is the first time they've ever went, and the Italian.
That's a food experience.
That is.
Italy is
It was tremendous. I mean, here's one at which I was stunned. We went to a restaurant. We were actually in France first. We went to a restaurant, and my daughter got mussels, and she loved them. So she was eating like mussels every meal.
gosh.
Now, I think the first time I ate a mussel was like 21.
Literally.
And here my daughter's 8, sucking on mussels out of a shell.
Yeah,
and
but if you're going to have them, that's where
you have them.
Yeah.
And artichoke is another thing. I mean, we were eating artichoke in Italy, and I was like, wow, they really, really love the artichoke. So
Nobody talks about the artichoke in Rome. Like, that's the thing to get there. It's so good.
it's delicious.
It's not
delish.
It's delish. Okay, I want to turn the conversation over to your eating habits now, eating on the road, and what that's been like for you. I have a vision that, in your line of work, hitting all those different cities, that like maybe it's a sad food life, but is that a lie? Is it a good food life to get to go to all those places?
It's a beautiful food life on the road because you do get the chance to try foods from the city that you're in. And I'm a lot more diligent on the road with my food intake than I am at home. When I'm at home, there seems to be a propensity for snacking because you just wander into the kitchen. Oh, what do we got here? I mean, doing this podcast here, going there. I'm not really eating,
right?
And then tonight I'll have a meal. I actually love Greek over here. It's a place called Milos.
Oh yes, it's great.
It's great.
Yeah,
great food. So on the road is very, very easy for me to be healthier than when I'm at home, because also when my kids eat and they don't finish the food, which is often,
right,
I tend to be a garbage disposal. And because I come from a family where my father used to go, you ain't eat that? And it's a sin. I was like, it's a sin. I'm like, what? And then he used to have like 4 plates because he used to finish everybody's meal because he couldn't get it through his head that this was going to go to waste.
Right.
So I have that same mentality now where I even tend, when I go out to eat with my kids, I don't have a full entree because I know I'm going to be knocking theirs down.
Did your parents eat the bone? My mom would eat the bone of whatever. If we had a steak or we had a veal chop or a pork chop, like my mom would be like, don't throw the bone away. I got to finish you left a lot on the bone.
Oh, yeah. No, the bone
I mean?
is a big deal. I mean, that's where a lot of the flavor is too.
I know.
But yeah, there's nothing like gnawing on a bone in public, right? I mean, you go to a restaurant, you take a nice T-bone and get into it. It's beautiful.
That would be cool. That would be cool for someone to catch you doing and taking a cool photo of that.
Yeah, go right ahead.
I would be into that.
Go right ahead.
What about your rider? Do you have specific things you need? Are you willing to disclose what you need in the back green room?
I am the antithesis of high maintenance. All right,
that.
I don't need anything to operate. I'm actually uncomfortable that I have this many people with me today. I normally don't travel this deep. All right. I just like to go to these things alone.
Roll in. How many people you have with us today? What do you
We
have?
got 3. I think we got about 7. Yeah. Which is, it's a special event with the Frigidaire. I get it. Generally, though, I don't like a lot of people. And backstage, I got an avocado that I rarely eat.
Huh. Avocado's an interesting ask. What's the thought?
Slice it up, take out the pit, little salt, and then you scoop it. Okay. You got a little energy for the show.
Love that.
But avocados are tough because it's like you got to get the right ripeness on that damn thing.
If you're not picking your own avocado too, that's like leaving that into the hands of someone else is like, that's a risky thing.
I totally agree. Those of you that are out there that are having your avocados purchased by a third party, shame on you.
No, that's not something you can fresh direct. This is honestly not a joke. Produce is a tricky one. Sorry, fresh direct.
I agree.
I do love fresh direct.
What's Fresh Direct?
They're ones who like they do your shopping for you.
That's another thing. I got a problem with anything delivered to the house by somebody else. Okay?
No food delivery?
Listen.
This doesn't make any sense.
I'm not saying I don't do it. There's a lot of food that's coming to our home and it's delivered. However, I don't know where that bag has been. All right? I live in Los Angeles. I know out here it's generally a motorcycle that shows up with some weird oven on the back.
Yep.
Right? And they take it out, whatever.
New York City, yes.
In LA, it's cars, right?
Yes.
I don't know if you've seen some of these cars that are delivering food. It's like your food gets there. It smells like cigarettes and laundry. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's like, how many different smells are in these people's cars? I mean, I don't know about you. My car, the way I keep it, looks brand new.
I can't agree with you more on that. I still have the like new air. I still have like the tag on it that says there's an airbag in here that I won't let my kids take off because it still makes me feel like I have a new car. They're like, can we take it off? But in LA, the last time I was there, they got those little robots that like deliver food. The little guys on the little boxes.
I've seen the robot don't come to my house though. My house is off the robot
They can't
grid.
make it off the driveway. I feel like you really made it when the delivery robot can't get to your house. I feel like that's the level of that's here. That's Sebastian's here.
No,
I get it.
Cars could barely make it to my home.
Exactly.
No,
they can't climb up.
I don't know why I can't get the damn thing to come to my house. It's not on the. I can't get a Waymo or I can't get a robot to deliver food.
I feel, we haven't gotten to the place where you can ask for that. Please do not send the cigarette car. Send the robot.
I don't listen. I don't want to eat a sandwich that smells like cologne. I'm sorry.
But do your kids do they DoorDash? Like, do they order their own food? Because my kids, your kids are young. You don't have teenagers yet.
I'm not even for your kids doing this yet. I'm not. What are they, 12?
No, my oldest is 19. My
19.
middle is 15. My youngest is 12. But my oldest and middle are like, well, my middle now is like, can I just like DoorDash something? And I'm like, when I was ordering I was like 29 when I was like ordering my own takeout. Like, you're too young to be ordering your own takeout.
I agree. I don't think 15 years old is a little too young to be At 15 years old, I was DoorDash. I was going to get. We ordered a pizza. My dad didn't want to pay the delivery, so he told me, go get it. And it'd be 35 below zero in January in Chicago. I'm like, what? The whole street is full of ice. Go get it. So it was nuts.
Yeah, that's insane. You must be around a lot of weird eaters when you're out on the road.
I am on the road a lot, and I typically don't see a lot of people's riders or what they're eating. I generally don't go backstage.
You're not like intermingling in the back and like someone's got, like Beyonce's got like all white candies and all white snacks, but you have an avocado.
I hear these stories about like these musicians coming in and they take over the backs and then they recreate the back room to make it look like their living room at home because they need to be comfortable, this and that. I go into my dressing room and you could still smell the sweat from the basketball team that was in there last night. There's no recreation of anything. There's an avocado. Here's another one I have, which is like, I don't even know if you call this a snack. I have Hall's Mentoliptus.
Oh my gosh.
Just to suck on, just to cool my throat a little bit before I go on stage.
I don't think that counts as a snack, but I'm intrigued by it.
Maybe. I think if you have more than 3, it qualifies as a snack.
Fair enough. I think once you get to 15 calories, maybe it's a snack. Yeah.
But yeah, other things that I have a fruit plate.
Love
I like
that.
fruit.
Love
Fruit's
that.
a nice little snack for me, particularly pineapple.
That must be hard for you as a California resident. Like, the fruit in California is great.
You know what? I got a problem right now, and I don't know if this is happening in New York City or across the country for that matter. What is going on with green grapes? They have a brown hue to them that I've
Yes.
never seen before, and I don't know what's going on, whether or not they're
Merging? Are they intermingling with the reds?
I don't know what's happening with grapes. They look brown, and they used to be a beautiful green, and now I get them. And grapes is one of those things that sit in the refrigerator, and if they go too long, you got to eat these damn things within 3 days, or you start getting like that soggy grape that has that little brown dimple at the bottom of it, which is a little bit. That and raspberries, I noticed that they grow a mold really quickly on them.
Yes, they do grow mold. Well, because they're so moist in there. I hate that word, but they're so like in the container. They just like kind of like sitting in their own like sweat.
Yeah.
It's gross. I will tell you, my snack hack is the best grapes on the planet. I am not being paid to say this. The best grapes on the planet are at Costco. The best green grapes, the best red grapes, like crisp. I like a crisp grape.
Mm-hmm.
I really, not to be whatever, I'm not sponsored by the Grape Council, although I will take it.
No one out there thinks grapes is paying you.
Has a council. I
don't even know how.
How would they find me? Grape Council, Wolf Connect. If the grapes had a council, they must. California Raisins has a council. I feel like grapes.
Yeah, I don't think
Nobody's
think
paying
grapes
us.
is going.
It's fine.
Listen, how the hell do we promote these damn things?
How do we get in front of more people? Nobody's eating us. Well, now that they're brown, I'm sure there is probably a weather reason why they're brown. I think that's probably the thing.
Maybe.
So you have some fruit. What else do you have backstage?
I have turkey.
Oh, nice.
Slice of turkey, and generally that's it.
You're healthy.
I try to be. Yeah, I mean, listen, I'm 52. I got a 6-year-old kid. So if you start doing the math, I could very well be in a wheelchair at this kid's wedding. So I need to be extremely healthy. I mean, do the math. I mean, he's 6, right? I'll probably be 80 with a breathing tube at the wedding.
Yeah, I hear you. But I'm also very impressed because you are setting a good example. I do believe that for you to have come from the kind of background and for you to have found a path where you're like eating well but like not crazy is pretty impressive.
Well, I don't want to give the impression out here that I'm my diet's clean and I don't eat this, I don't do that. I mean, I just wolfed down an Italian meal on Monday night with my wife.
What'd
with
you
a
have?
bottle of wine we had Mother Wolf, which is a restaurant in Los Angeles.
Yeah.
So,
are you a sharer? Do you like to share at meals or do you like keep to yourself when you're out with your wife?
I never used to do this, but my wife got me into this, and I don't even know if I agree with this, but once you get married, you really have no say in anything. But what happens now is my wife will go, why don't you get this and I get that, and but that's basically what she wants. There's 2 dishes that she wants, but now I got to suffer because she wants to do a sampling.
That's it. That's the key. And you don't go, but come on, do you like a little what she orders, or are you like, well, I really wanted this, and she's like, no, you want that.
I find it strange to eat off somebody else's plate because I don't know. There's something about getting a meal and just kind of, it's just, this is mine. I don't know how much to cut, what's a good share portion. So I just like to eat my own food. I don't really like to share unless it's a family style restaurant where you order a bunch of stuff for the table.
Interesting. I take some issue with this, but I hear what you're saying. Are there things that you take from your childhood that you really either wish you could still eat now, that you still are eating, that like were a thing that you Like any like guilty pleasures, like anything from the past that you're like,
You know what I loved growing up? You know what my snack was?
Yeah.
Golden Grams cereal at
Wow.
midnight. I used to come home. This is when I used to go dancing, by the way. If you ever
we
started,
used to dance. People our age
Yeah.
used to dance. Yeah.
Do you dance? Growing up in the 80s, that's all I was doing was dancing. And I used to go out to the nightclubs, come back to my house, and pour a bowl of Golden Grams before I went to bed. Something about Golden Grams for me was a comfort food. So, yeah, Golden Grams was my go-to. I haven't had Golden Grams since then, and I haven't been a cereal guy at all in my adult life.
Not to be, this is going to sound really stupid and snobby, but like, yeah, Golden Grams has a flavor that is not, you can't find anywhere else. It is like a caramelized, sugary kind of flavor that is like that stands alone. Is honestly.
It's total white trash.
Also not.
It's a white trash cereal.
It is. It maybe. My weird snack is cottage cheese and ketchup.
Okay, so when did that start? How did that combination come about?
It started in, I'm embarrassed to say, I think it started in college. I've always liked cottage cheese. I've always liked ricotta. And then, I don't know, at some point I started putting ketchup in it. And I don't know, I don't really know. It kind of reminds me, I feel like I can say this to you. It kind of reminds me like when somebody makes a good baked ziti and like the ricotta and the tomato sauce like kind of gets mixed together in the sauce outside the ziti. Or is it still disgusting?
Well, no, I mean, I don't know how many people are eating cottage cheese. I never ran
Cottage
across
cheese
anybody.
is hot now.
Well, I mean, no one that I know has said, "Oh my God, last night I had the best cottage cheese."
This is what my husband says. He says the only reason cottage cheese is popular right now is because young people are buying it for their elderly relatives. I don't know if I disagree with him because I buy it, but you're making his point.
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, I don't know if you look around the room here.
Is anyone here
Is
eating
anybody
cottage cheese
cottage
regularly?
cheese?
One hand, two, not with ketchup though. 2 hands out of 5 is pretty. That's a.
Okay, maybe I'm the oddball, so maybe I should start.
Well, you're not lactose intolerant. We can't go down that road, but we could maybe find you an alternative.
There you have it, people.
That was it.
It's that you end on cottage cheese and ketchup. This thing's gonna take off like wildfire.
This is the viral moment. I don't know that it'll top that fish eyeballs. Thank you so much for coming. This has been fun.
So much
I really do appreciate it, and I'm excited to see all the things you have coming forward. You've got specials. Are you writing another book? What else? What else do you have coming down the road?
What else? I have my own podcast called The Pete and Sebastian Show.
Yes.
I have a
Very
Hulu
funny.
special coming out in November, which
Amazing.
I think you're really going to enjoy.
Fantastic.
I'm doing a bunch of stuff today with Frigidaire, promoting the Stone Baked Pizza Oven,
Excited.
which my mom just got installed yesterday.
Nice. Thank you.
Loves it
Frigidaire.
so much that she can't wait to have us all over for dinner.
Please put me on the invite list.
We will have the cottage cheese and ketchup ready to go. And other than that, I just got a bunch of shows between now. I'm going to Atlantic City. I don't know when this is coming out. I think October 1st is the launch here. By the way, I need to say this, and I don't know where this is going to fall in the order of the podcast, but from what I understand, I am the first guest on this.
You are the first guest.
And I'm very flattered that you would have me on as your first guest. That means a lot to me and my family.
Not only like had you on as first, but like elbowed other things. Like we had a lot of stuff going on this week, and I was like, Sarita, we got to get him in. Like, we got to do it.
So you moved mountains to make this happen, which is, I mean, that's another. Another
I'm pretty excited.
feather in my cap
there
that
it
you
is.
guys
Take it forward.
Take
it forward.
This is beautiful.
This is a great
what you've done
team.
with the place.
We're
It's
so
really
excited.
nice.
Thank you for joining us.
Thank you for having me.
Thank you. And make sure you tune in to the Snacks Podcast. Follow us at Snacks Podcast on Instagram and TikTok. And make sure you like and subscribe. Find us on YouTube. Have a good one.